Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English with Ninja, your friendly place to learn English through simple and natural conversations. My name is Ryan.
And my name is Emma. We are very happy to have you with us today. Welcome to another English learning podcast where you can improve your listening, speaking, and everyday communication skills.
Today, we have a very useful topic for beginners.
Yes, today's topic is daily routine, how to talk about your day in English.
This is an A1 level English lesson, which means it is perfect for beginners who are starting their English journey.
If you are learning English from the beginning, this episode is for you. Maybe you know some English words, maybe you can understand a few sentences, maybe you want to speak, but you don't know how to create conversations. Today, we will help you talk about your everyday life.
Because your daily routine is one of the easiest and most important topics to learn in English. Why? Because everyone has a daily routine. Everyone wakes up. Everyone eats. Everyone works or studies. Everyone sleeps. Your life itself gives you many opportunities to practice English.
Exactly. You don't need to talk about difficult topics to improve your English. You can start with simple things. For example, I wake up at 6 o'clock. I brush my teeth. I have breakfast. I go to work. I come home. I relax. I go to sleep. Simple sentences can create great communication.
Before we start today's conversation, we want to remind everyone listening, learning English takes time. Don't worry if you don't understand every word. Listen slowly. Repeat sentences. Practice every day. Small steps create big improvement.
Yes, imagine learning English like planting a tree. You don't plant a seed today and expect a huge tree tomorrow. You give it water every day. You take care of it. After some time, it grows. English is the same. Your daily practice helps your English grow.
Emma, let's start with a simple question. What is a daily routine?
A daily routine is the things we do every day. For example, my daily routine starts in the morning. I wake up, I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I get dressed, I have breakfast, then I start my work.
Great. So when we talk about our daily routine, we usually talk about three parts: morning, afternoon, evening.
That's right. Let's begin with the morning routine. Morning is the beginning of our day. Many people have similar activities in the morning.
Let's teach some important beginner vocabulary. Listen carefully. Wake up, get up, wash my face, brush my teeth, take a shower, get dressed, have breakfast, drink coffee, leave home, go to work, go to school.
Let's explain these words. Wake up means opening your eyes after sleeping. For example, I wake up at 7 o'clock.
Get up means leaving your bed. For example, I get up at 7:15.
Sometimes people wake up but stay in bed for some time. Maybe they check their phone, maybe they relax. Then they get up.
Good explanation. Now let's create a simple conversation. Emma, what time do you wake up?
I wake up at 6:30 every morning.
6:30? That's early. What do you do after you wake up?
After I wake up, I drink some water and brush my teeth. Then I wash my face.
What do you do next?
I take a shower and get dressed. Then I prepare my breakfast.
What do you usually eat for breakfast?
I usually eat bread and eggs. Sometimes I have fruit and coffee. How about you?
I usually have cereal and coffee. Sometimes I eat toast.
Great. Everyone listening, notice the sentence pattern. I usually. This is a very useful phrase when talking about habits.
For example, I usually wake up at 7. I usually drink tea. I usually go to work by car. I usually study English at night.
Now let's practice together. Repeat after us. I wake up at 6 o'clock. I get up early. I brush my teeth. I take a shower. I get dressed. I have breakfast. I leave home.
Excellent.
Now let's talk about going to work or school. Many people leave home in the morning. They travel to their workplace or school.
We can use simple sentences. I go to work. I go to school. I take the bus. I drive my car. I walk. I ride a bicycle.
Emma, how do you go to work?
I usually drive my car to work. What about you?
I usually take the bus. It takes about 30 minutes.
That's a good example. When we talk about our daily routine, we can also talk about time. Let's learn some time expressions.
Good idea. In the morning, at noon, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night.
For example, I work in the morning. I eat lunch at noon. I study English in the evening. I sleep at night.
Let's talk about a complete morning routine. Emma, imagine you are introducing yourself to a new friend. Tell us about your morning.
Sure. Hello, my name is Emma. I usually wake up at 6:30 in the morning. First, I get up and brush my teeth. Then I take a shower and get dressed. After that, I have breakfast. I usually drink coffee and eat some bread. Then I leave home and go to work.
Very good. That is a simple but complete daily routine description. Everyone can create a similar paragraph. You don't need complicated grammar. You just need simple sentences.
Now, let's talk about afternoon routines. After the morning, people usually continue their work or studies. Some people have lunch, some people attend meetings, some people take breaks.
Useful sentences: I have lunch at 1 o'clock. I return to work after lunch. I study in the afternoon. I finish work at 5 o'clock.
Ryan, what do you usually do after lunch?
After lunch, I usually continue working. Sometimes I have meetings, sometimes I check emails. How about you?
I usually continue teaching. Sometimes I prepare lessons, sometimes I talk with students.
Great. Now let's teach another important phrase, after that. This phrase helps you connect your ideas.
For example, I wake up at 7. After that, I brush my teeth. I have breakfast, then I go to work. I finish work and go home.
Using connecting words makes your English sound more natural. Even beginners can use them.
Let's practice making a short daily routine together. Ryan, start.
Okay. I wake up at 7 o'clock.
After that, I brush my teeth.
I have breakfast.
Then I go to work.
I have lunch in the afternoon.
I finish work and go home.
Excellent. This is how conversations are built, one simple sentence at a time.
Remember, everyone listening, your daily life is your English practice. When you drink water, think, I am drinking water. When you open the door, think, I am opening the door. When you walk, think, I am walking.
The more you connect English with your real life, the easier it becomes. You don't only learn English from books, you learn English from your actions.
Let's learn some useful evening routine vocabulary. Listen carefully. Go home, arrive home, cook dinner, eat dinner, watch television, read a book, listen to music, spend time with family, do homework, prepare for tomorrow, go to bed.
These are very common expressions. Let's create some examples. I go home at 6 o'clock. I cook dinner with my family. I watch television after dinner. I read a book before sleeping.
Emma, what do you usually do when you arrive home?
When I arrive home, I usually change my clothes and relax for a few minutes. Then I prepare dinner. What about you?
When I arrive home, I usually take a short rest. Then I have dinner and spend time with my family.
Great! Everyone listening, notice the phrase, when I arrive home. This helps you describe something that happens after another action. For example, when I arrive home, I take a shower. When I arrive home, I call my family. When I arrive home, I start cooking.
Now, let's talk about free time. Free time is the time when we do activities we enjoy. Some people like watching movies, some people like playing sports, some people like learning new skills.
Learning English can also be a free time activity. You can listen to English podcasts, you can watch English videos, you can read simple English stories, you can practice speaking.
Exactly. Even 10 minutes of English practice every day can make a big difference.
Let's talk about hobbies. Hobbies are activities we enjoy doing. For example, I like reading, I like cooking, I like traveling, I like playing football, I like listening to music.
Emma, what is your favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby is reading. I enjoy reading books in the evening. It helps me relax. How about you?
I like listening to music and learning new things. I also enjoy walking in the evening.
Very nice. Now, let's learn an important grammar point. When we talk about routines and habits, we often use the present simple tense.
Yes, the present simple is used for things we do regularly. For example, I wake up at 7. I work every day. I drink coffee in the morning. I study English at night.
Let's compare two sentences. I eat breakfast every day. This means it is a habit. But I am eating breakfast now. This means it is happening at this moment.
Good explanation. Many beginners confuse these two forms. Remember, daily routine usually use present simple. Something happening now usually use present continuous.
Let's practice more daily routine sentences. Repeat after us. I wake up early. I start my day with a smile. I have breakfast every morning. I go to work during the week. I come home in the evening. I relax after work. I sleep at night.
Excellent. Now let's create a longer conversation. Imagine Ryan and Emma are friends talking about their daily lives.
Emma, what time do you usually wake up?
I usually wake up at 6:30.
Do you wake up early every day?
Yes, I do. I wake up early because I like having a calm morning. How about you?
I usually wake up at 7. Sometimes I wake up earlier when I have more work.
What do you do first after waking up?
First, I drink water. Then I brush my teeth and take a shower.
Do you eat breakfast at home?
Yes, I do. I usually eat breakfast at home before leaving.
What time do you leave home?
I leave home at 8 o'clock.
How do you travel?
I usually drive.
Great. These are simple questions, but they are very useful in real conversations. Exactly. When you meet someone new, talking about your daily routine is an easy way to start a conversation.
For example, you can ask, what time do you wake up? What do you do in the morning? Where do you work? What do you do after work? What do you do in your free time?
Let's practice answering these questions. Question 1. What time do you wake up?
I wake up at 6 o'clock.
Question 2. What do you do after breakfast?
After breakfast, I go to work.
Question 3. What do you do in the evening?
In the evening, I relax and spend time with my family.
Excellent. Now let's talk about family routines. Many people have routines with their family members. They eat together, they talk together, they watch movies together.
For example, my family has dinner together. We talk after dinner. We watch movies on weekends.
The word together is very useful. It means doing something with another person.
Yes. Examples, I study English with my friend. We eat dinner together. We travel together.
Now let's imagine a beginner learner describing their whole day.
Okay, let's create one. My name is Alex. I wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth and take a shower. I have breakfast with my family. Then I go to work. I work until 5 o'clock. After work, I go home. I have dinner and relax. At night, I read a book. Then I go to bed at 10:30.
That is a perfect A1 level daily routine paragraph. Simple, clear, easy to understand.
Everyone listening can create your own version. Change the time, change the activities, make it about your real life.
For example, my name is blank. I wake up at blank. I have breakfast at blank. I go to blank. I come home at
blank. I sleep at blank.
Writing about your own routine is one of the best beginner exercises because you already know the information. You only need to learn how to say it in English.
That's a very important point. Don't always study random sentences. Study sentences that are connected to your life. Your brain remembers useful information better.
Before we continue, let's review today's important words. Wake up, get up, brush my teeth, take a shower, get dressed, have breakfast, go to work, have lunch, come home, cook dinner, relax, go to bed.
Great job, everyone. Keep practicing these sentences.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's continue our conversation about daily routines and how to talk about your day in simple English.
Yes, we are continuing from our previous conversation. We have already learned about morning routines, afternoon activities, evening routines, and useful sentences to describe our everyday life.
Now, let's take our English practice to the next level. We're going to learn how to ask questions about daily routines, how to talk about different types of days, and how to speak more naturally in everyday conversations.
Remember, everyone, the goal is not to use difficult words. The goal is to communicate clearly. Simple English can create great conversations.
Let's begin with questions. When you meet someone new, asking about their daily routine is a great way to start a conversation.
Here are some common questions. What time do you wake up? What do you do in the morning? What time do you go to work? What do you do after work? What do you do in your free time? What time do you go to bed?
Let's practice a conversation. Ryan, what time do you usually wake up?
I usually wake up at 6:30.
What do you do after you wake up?
After I wake up, I drink water, brush my teeth, and take a shower.
What time do you have breakfast?
I usually have breakfast at 7 o'clock.
What do you usually eat for breakfast?
I usually eat eggs and bread. Sometimes I have fruit and coffee.
Great. Now let's ask about work.
Okay. Ryan, what time do you start work?
I usually start work at 8 o'clock.
What do you do at work?
I usually check my tasks, talk with my colleagues, and complete my work.
What time do you finish work?
I usually finish work at 5 o'clock.
Excellent. These are simple questions, but they are very common in real English conversations.
Now let's talk about weekdays and weekends. Our routines are not always the same every day.
That's right. Many people have different routines from Monday to Friday and on Saturday and Sunday.
For example, on weekdays, I go to work. On weekends, I relax. On weekdays, I wake up early. On weekends, I wake up late.
Let's practice. Ryan, what do you do on weekdays?
On weekdays, I wake up early, go to work, and return home in the evening. How about you?
On weekdays, I work and study English.
What do you do on weekends?
On weekends, I spend time with my family, go shopping, and relax.
Very good. The phrase on weekends is useful when talking about activities that happen every weekend.
Let's learn more expressions. Every day, every morning, every evening, usually, sometimes, always, never.
These words help us explain how often we do something. For example, I always drink water in the morning. I usually eat breakfast at home. I sometimes watch movies. I never skip breakfast.
Let's practice these words. Ryan, tell us some sentences.
Sure. I always brush my teeth in the morning. I usually drink coffee. I sometimes listen to music. I never go to bed very late.
Excellent. Now, everyone listening, try creating your own sentences. Think about your real routine. What do you always do? What do you usually do? What do you sometimes do? What do you never do?
This exercise helps you create English sentences automatically. You don't need to memorize hundreds of sentences. You need to practice creating your own.
Now let's talk about morning habits. Many successful people have a positive morning routine. They prepare their mind for the day.
A simple morning routine can include waking up early, drinking water,
stretching, planning your day, reading, learning something new.
Learning English can be part of your morning routine. Even 5 minutes can help. You can listen to English, repeat sentences, learn new words, practice pronunciation.
Let's talk about pronunciation. Many beginners are afraid because English words do not always sound the way they look.
That's true, but pronunciation improves with practice. Listen carefully, repeat, record your voice, compare, improve step by step.
For example, morning. Repeat. Morning.
Routine, repeat, routine.
Breakfast. Repeat. Breakfast.
Practice, repeat, practice.
Great job. Now let's create a final daily routine conversation. Imagine two friends meeting after a long time.
Okay, let's begin. Hi, Ryan. Nice to see you again. How was your day?
Hi, Emma. My day is good, thank you. How about you?
My day is great. What time did you wake up today?
I woke up at 7 o'clock today.
What did you do in the morning?
I brushed my teeth, took a shower, and had breakfast.
Did you go to work?
Yes, I did. I went to work at 8 o'clock.
What did you do after work?
After work, I went home, had dinner, and relaxed.
That sounds like a nice day.
Thank you. How was your day?
My day was busy. I worked in the morning, studied in the afternoon, and watched a movie in the evening.
That is a great conversation.
Yes, notice something important. We are not using complicated English. We are using simple words to share our lives. That is the power of beginner English.
Everyone listening, remember these important ideas. Start with simple sentences, practice every day, talk about your own life, don't fear mistakes, listen and repeat. Be patient with yourself.
English learning is a journey. Some days will be easy, some days will be difficult, but every small practice session moves you forward.
One sentence today can become a conversation tomorrow. One new word today can become hundreds of sentences in the future.
Keep learning, keep practicing, keep believing in yourself. Your English can improve step by step.
Thank you so much for joining us today on English with Nija. We hope this podcast helped you learn how to talk about your daily routine in English.
Thank you for listening and practicing with us. We are happy to be part of your English learning journey. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep improving your English every day.
We will meet you again in another English lesson. Until then, take care and have a wonderful day.
Goodbye, everyone, and thank you for learning with English with Nija.